Hey guys, here we are in my garage and I have some custom seat covers. He doesn't like being on camera. I have some fitted seat covers from Kustom Interior. Now I did these on my 22 WRX and I did black with the white hex stitching and they looked fantastic. Gave the whole interior a different feel. It felt so much more premium and they looked OEM. And now I'm doing that today on my 2019 WRX. I'm going with a slightly different design. I am going with, this one is the STI style. So if you guys know, the 15 to 17 STIs all had the black seat with the red straps on the side. Even if you didn't get the Recaros, they looked like that. And so that is what these seats are going to look like. I'll show you that here in a second, but I'll be pulling them out of the box. I'll quickly show you how to install them and I'll show you what they look like when they're in the car. And as a bonus, I actually installed one a little over a week ago and I've been sitting in it for a week and it definitely looks like a closer, tighter fit. And so I want to show you what the seat looks like, the one that I've been sitting in for a week, and how it's broken in to fit the seat even better. Now I do want to let you guys know you can install these without removing the seat. I installed that driver's side without removing the seat when I did it, and it worked out just fine. But I want to pull this out to give you guys a better visual, and it might be a little bit easier to do this with the seats removed, as it was a little easier on my 22 when I removed the seat. So to make it easier to show you guys, there is a 14 mil on each side of the front of the seat, and then if you pull this handle, slide the seat all the way forward, there's going to be two more of these on the back side of the seat. Remove those, we can pull the seat out. So there may be a bunch of different reasons you would want to install a seat cover like this. Maybe it's to protect your seat, maybe your seat's deteriorating and you want to make it look new again, or maybe you got a bunch of dirty stains and you can't get them out, or you just want to change the look. There's a lot of reasons of why you might want to do this, and it's pretty simple. It really is. All these covers are fitted, so there's not a lot of work. The first thing we're going to do is take off the headrest. Now, all we have to do is pull up on it, and then there's a little button on the top, on the side tab. You push that in and pull your headrest straight off. I'm just going to zip through this so you guys can see how quick you can do this. We'll save that for a second here. Now we have our main cover. Now this is going to just slide down over our seat, and once it's on, I'll show you all the features. Now, these are made so that if your airbags do happen to go off in your seat, this will just bust open and let the airbag out, which is very important. So, we're just pulling this down, and it's that simple. So once we have the seat down over on the top, you have these two holes, and that is for your headrest clips here. So you're just going to go around those, pushing down and allowing those to pop out. Perfect. Now on the bottom of your seat cover, you're going to see these elastic straps with these little clips on them. You're going to just grab these and push them through the middle of the top and bottom seat. There's going to be a gap that you can stick your whole hand through. We're going to stick these behind the seat. So on the back side, you'll see this little flap. We can lift that up and you can see how I push these through and how they are gripping onto the back of the seat there. You can see how these elastic straps come back and they grab onto the seat. When we put the base seat cover on, the bottom portion, we're gonna pull those out in between these and we'll clip them all together. You'll see that here in just a second. So now our bottom cushion is just gonna go on like this. We're gonna have 3 more of these that we're gonna shove through and connect them to the ones on the back. So we're also gonna have some elastic bands. Make sure they're not under the seat cover. You wanna have these coming out the side and going down the side of the seat. There should be one on each side. Make sure they go down, and there's 2 in the front. Make sure they go down as well. And then we can take these, push them through the back side. And we're just gonna slide this back, push those through the back side. I'll pull you over so you can see that while it's happening. So now I'm on the front side of the seat and I'm gonna be pushing these back through. So hopefully you can see that as it's happening. You could probably also use like a clip removal tool or something to kind of grab one of these and push them to save your fingers a little bit. Uh-oh. There they go again. They keep harassing my dog. My neighbor has these guinea hens. And they come over and they harass my dog all the time, and my dog doesn't do anything about them. Get out of here. Get. And they make so much noise. So you can see how these go. I guess you could interlock them. I think that's what I did on my 22. I kind of did that. I'm assuming that's what these brakes are for in the tabs, so that you can connect them. Okay, perfect. So we have those done now. So we can drop this. There's a zipper on the side. I'm just going to pull that down and we can start tucking. So we can tuck this in. So I think tucking this is one of the most important steps because that's what's going to keep it looking OEM and not like a cover. Once we tuck everything, it's really going to blend in and you'll have no idea. Now these straps are going to go on the bottom of the seat and loop underneath and hook up. I'll flip the seat over so you can see that. If you're installing these in the car, this is where it starts to get a little difficult because you're going to have to kind of stick your head on the floor and see where to clip these. But I'll do it here so you can get a better visual to see what you're going for. But first I'm going to go ahead and tuck everything. So again, here on the side, we can tuck that in behind this plastic cover. And that is just going to keep it looking nice and tidy. On the front side, these elastic straps, make sure they go underneath your pull bar to your seat slider. You don't want them going over top. Then the side profile, make sure this elastic band is here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and fish this down through this cover and then we can pull that tight. You don't want this necessarily on the outside. You could do it like that, but look how this looks. It looks like a cover, it doesn't look like it's meant to be there, and we don't want that. We want this to look OEM, we want it to look clean. So we're gonna take this, and I might have to use a tool here to help me out. So I grabbed this plastic trim removal tool, and I'm gonna try and use that to help me out with this. I'm just gonna grab onto this and push it down. I don't know if there's anything in my way or not. I guess we'll find out here in a second, but I'm just gonna, maybe I'll just use that to kind of pry this away just a smidge so that I can push this down through. And there it is, it's coming out the bottom. Try and grab a hold of that. All right, look at that. So we have our strap. All right, make sure our clip is actually pulled down because we need that. So we have our strap pulled all the way down. Now we can use these again probably. And we'll tuck this. All the way around this plastic cover. And you can pull on this strap to pull it a little bit tighter. And then hopefully that little sewed-on edge will grab onto the hook, or will hook onto this edge here and keep us from popping up out of there. We have the seat flipped upside down now. I did the same thing on the other side. So all we're gonna do is pull our middle clips here together, our elastic bands, and connect those just like that. Then we have our front clips here, and we also have our rear clips. Now, I'm not sure the proper way to do this. I'm not sure if these are supposed to get connected together like this, or if these are supposed to get connected to a clip in here, because if you wanted to, you could try and get a little bit of extra tension and pull this down further and clip it onto one of the factory clips. Oh, don't do that. I almost just took my eye out. Do not do that. Oof. Okay, let's not. I'm just going to clip these together. I think that's enough tension. It's pulling these in good enough. Okay, so we're almost finished. We have this thing fully fitted. If you have to kind of slide some stuff around a little bit, you might be able to, but you can feel it's on the bolsters really nice. And this is the only issue that I had when I installed these on my 22, is this here. But I'll take you into the car and show you that after the seat that I was sitting on for a week, this tightened up quite a bit. It form-fitted to the seat and no more problems. But you go ahead and sit in it, give it a little test sit, and it feels great. I mean, this is Falks leather, but it feels genuine. It smells genuine, and it's pretty comfortable. So here we go. I'll show you how to put the headrest on, and we're all done. So now with our headrest, we can push this back in. We'll have to push this clip here to get it to slide back in a little bit. Get it to where it locks. Okay, and now we're going to take our headrest cover. Make sure you have it the right orientation. It should go with the natural curvature of the headrest. Now there's going to be 2 Velcro straps on the headrest, so grab those, and you can kind of use those to, maybe not use those to pull. That's pretty tough. And then we'll take our Velcro straps and connect them underneath the headrest. You ever see Do you guys remember like back at West Coast Customs, every time they would like do any kind of like upholstery work, they always slap the shit out of it? These are pretty straightforward. These are gonna install the exact same way the front seats did with a few minor tweaks. You're gonna notice that the back seat, because this all folds down and there's an armrest in here, you can unzip this. I have this tucked in, but one negative thing about these is the armrest isn't gonna fold down anymore. You have these zippers and this all connects. So when you go to fold down your seat, you can't do the split like you used to be able to unless you fully unzip that, and then you could do your split. So that's how that works. Then you just have to reclip the zipper on the back side and re-zip it up. So on these back seat cushions, I'm not gonna bother showing you really an in-depth how-to, because when you pull these out, all you have to do is the exact same steps we followed on the front seat. Drop this down over, push it down over the headrest pieces. We haven't installed the headrest yet. And then the back side is all Velcro straps. So you pull this back and you Velcro it to the back of the seat, and then they don't go anywhere. So we have that there, but then you're also gonna have your elastic straps again that are going to go back behind the seats. I will show you guys in my best possible way how to do this, and we are gonna remove the seat for this. So we're gonna, underneath the seat, there's a little clip you can feel. You pull on that and this will lift up. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So you can pull this out of the car. So we have the 4 elastic straps stretched across and clipped in together. The only other thing that we needed to do was there's some elastic straps here, and the only thing I can think is that these go around this piece of foam here. And it is a really strong piece of foam, so do not worry, it's not gonna break it. I mean, that's just fine. So nice and tight there. Now we can put this back in the vehicle. We are just gonna grab our clips and we'll fish them through and clip them in behind the seat. Well, hi. They don't want to see your butt, buddy. I'm sorry. So I daily drive this car, and I've had the driver's side seat in here for over a week now, and I did that on purpose so that I can show you guys the difference. Because when you first put these in, you might have some concerns because, well, the bottom ends up fitting pretty snug, but the backrest here, look how much room there is. I don't know if you can see that in the video. I mean, look at that. Over here on the driver's side where I've been sitting for a week, look how almost no play, like I'm touching the cushion right now. And then up here, there's still a little bit of play, but nowhere near as much as there was on the other side. And I just think after sitting in them longer, that'll go away. I had these covers on my 22 WRX and they were great. After a little while, they started breaking in and they fit like the OEM leather seat. I mean, you couldn't tell the difference. It was really a great fit. You can see the seat covers still have those back pocket pouches for your back seat. Well guys, I'm going to link these seat covers in the description. There's all kinds of different colors you can pick from if you are interested. But here they are in the STI style red. They look really great. I'm super excited about them. The car feels so much nicer on the inside now. The only complaint isn't even really a complaint. It's just a request. I would love for them to start making door card inserts. So if they could replace, if we could like replace these factory cloth door inserts with a cover to match these, that would be awesome, because now I feel like I have to go get OEM leather door panel cards to swap these out with. But either way, that's it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you watching. Check the description to find a set of these for yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video.